Take one deep breath. Now imagine. What if this is the last breath you will ever take? Not tomorrow, not next week, not 10 years from now. What would you regret the most? The things you did, or the things you didn't dare to do? Most people live as if they have an infinite supply of breaths waiting for them. They wake up every day, hit snooze, scroll on their phone, drag their feet to a job they hate, and then they whisper to themselves, "One day I'll start chasing my dream. One day I'll fix my life. One day I'll live." But that one day never comes. The truth is, life doesn't warn you before it takes away your last breath. It doesn't send you a message. It doesn't ask your permission. It just happens. And suddenly, everything you could have been vanishes with the air you never got to inhale. Picture yourself standing at the very end of your life. Your chest heavy, your body weak. You try to inhale one last time, and in that moment, your mind races through memories. But instead of joy, you feel regret. Regret for the book you never wrote. Regret for the "I love you" you never said. Regret for the body you never took care of. Regret for the courage you never showed. It all comes crashing down, and you realize the life you wanted was always possible, but you traded it for comfort, for fear, for procrastination. Let me tell you a brutal truth. One day you will take your final breath. It could be in 50 years. It could be in 5 years. It could even be tonight. And when that moment comes, the only thing that matters is this: did you live with fire in your soul, or did you suffocate under your own excuses? So ask yourself right now, if today was your last chance to become who you were meant to be, what would you do differently? Would you waste another day scrolling? Would you keep hiding your pain? Would you keep living for other people's opinions? Or would you finally fight for your dream? Because here's the truth. Every breath you take is borrowed, and one day the universe will ask for it back. The question is, when that day comes, will you look back with pride or with regret? Most people don't realize this. You're not just breathing, you're fighting. Every breath you take is a battle against time, against fear, against the version of yourself that whispers, "Not today, maybe tomorrow." But listen carefully. Tomorrow is a lie. Tomorrow is a thief. Tomorrow is the graveyard of dreams. If your next breath was your last, tomorrow would never come. All you'd have is right now. So why not live as if this breath is your last? Think of a fighter in the ring, his lungs burning, his arms heavy. Every breath feels like fire. He knows one more round could break him, but he also knows if he quits now, the pain of regret will be far greater than the pain of exhaustion. That's life. Every day is a round. Every breath is a chance to keep fighting or to give up. And most people, they give up long before the final bell. Do you know what kills more dreams than failure? Comfort. Comfort whispers, "Rest, relax, you deserve a break." And while you sit, while you scroll, while you wait, life keeps moving forward. Opportunities disappear. Dreams rot. Comfort feels like breathing, but in reality, it's slow suffocation. Here's something no one tells you. Pain is not your enemy. It's your reminder that you're alive. When your muscles ache after a workout, that's proof you're growing. When your lungs burn as you run in the cold night air, that's proof you're stronger than your excuses. When your heart breaks, but still beats, that's proof you can survive even when it hurts. Pain is the price of meaning, and the people who run from pain end up running straight into regret. Let me ask you again, if this breath was your last, would you want to leave the world knowing you hid behind fear? Or would you want to leave knowing you left everything on the table? Here's the truth. The clock is ticking. Your breaths are numbered, and you don't know how many are left. So stop waiting. Stop hiding. Stop pretending you have time. Because the only guarantee you have is this breath, right now. When you wake up tomorrow, before you touch your phone, before you drown in distractions, take one deep breath and say to yourself, this might be my last. So today, I will live. Today, I will fight. Today, I will take one step closer to who I was meant to be. If you do that every morning, you won't just exist, you will live. And when your final breath finally comes, you won't be afraid, because you'll know you gave everything you had. Ask yourself this: what would you do differently if you knew this breath was your last? Would you finally tell someone you love them? Would you finally start that business you've been too scared to try? Would you finally push your body to its limits? Would you finally stop living for approval and start living for meaning? Because here's the brutal truth. We don't regret the chances we took. We regret the ones we never had the courage to take. Imagine this. You're lying on your deathbed. The room is quiet. The air is heavy. And your chest is rising slower. Slower and slower. Your last breath is about to leave you. But instead of peace, you see shadows. The shadows of dreams you never lived. The book you never wrote. The business you never built. The words you never said. The life you never lived. They're all standing around your bed, staring at you and whispering, "We came to you for life, but you never gave us a chance." That is the most painful death of all. But it doesn't have to end like that. Every breath you take right now is a weapon, a chance to destroy the lies you've been telling yourself, a chance to silence the voice that says, "You're not enough," a chance to rewrite your story before the final page is written. You are not a victim. You are not powerless. You are not lost. You are alive. And as long as air fills your lungs, you still have time to change everything. So here's my challenge. When this video ends, don't just nod your head. Don't just feel inspired for a moment and then go back to scrolling. Do something. Anything. Take one step toward the dream you've been burying. Sign up for that class. Write that first page. Go for that run. Make that call. Because if your next breath really was your last, wouldn't you want to leave this world knowing you fought for something? So take this breath, not for granted, not in fear, not in comfort. Take it with fire. Take it with courage. Take it with purpose. Because one day your last breath will come. And when it does, let it find you on your feet, fighting, creating, living, becoming, not lying down in regret. Remember this: the only breath that matters is the one you're taking right now. So don't waste it.